The crowd applauded politely as the live school competition aired across the state. Bright lights flooded the stage. Standing stiffly near the edge was Kaleb Owens, a 14-year-old black boy in a wrinkled button-down and worn-out shoes. He clutched a duct-taped backpack like it was his only armor. Charlotte Phelps, the white moderator and math teacher, smirked as she glanced at Kaleb's name tag. Kaleb Owens. That's cute, she said to the camera. Let's hope you can spell your name before solving anything. A few audience members chuckled. Kaleb's lips didn't move. His eyes stayed on the buzzer. When Kaleb correctly answered the first question, faster than anyone, the host tilted her head. Beginner's luck, she snapped. Let's try something harder. The next round's problem flashed on the screen. But just before he could respond, his mic was abruptly cut off. A hush fell. Mrs. Phelps looked to the tech crew, then turned back. Sorry folks, seems we have some interference. Kaleb lowered his eyes as the camera zoomed in on the frayed edge of his backpack. The silence around him felt like a wall. But someone in the control room leaned forward. Her breath caught as she whispered, "That algorithm, it's his." Kaleb sat quietly backstage, holding his breath. His fingers traced the corners of a small, folded paper in his pocket, his mother's handwritten equation, one she'd shown him when he was 6. He never solved it, but today, it helped him answer the final question. Meanwhile, backstage whispers grew louder. One judge nudged another. That boy didn't guess. He knows what he's doing. That model he cited, it's published under M. Owens. Flashback, Kaleb's memory drifted to late nights sitting beside his mother as she coded algorithms with MIT's AI lab logo on her screen. You'll understand this one day, baby, she'd whisper, and you'll teach it better than me. Back in the present, Mrs. Phelps glanced nervously at the judges. We still have protocol, she said stiffly. We can't verify a winner with faulty equipment. Kaleb looked up. May I speak now? He asked calmly. One of the judges nodded. Kaleb pulled a flash drive from his pocket and offered it to the panel. This contains the source code that powered your entire quiz system. I wrote it. 3 years ago. Dead silence. The crowd stared. And then, from the back of the room, a voice called out. Kaleb Owens, a woman said, stepping into the light. He's not just the smartest kid here. He's my son. The woman, Dr. Michelle Owens, in her MIT lab coat, stood beside Kaleb as the auditorium froze. Mrs. Phelps took an involuntary step back. One judge whispered, that's the woman from the neural interface paper. Kaleb took the microphone and turned to face the audience. I was told I didn't belong on this stage. That my backpack, my name, and my skin made me less. But I'm not here to shame anyone. He paused, his voice steady. I built the logic that taught this competition to think. But some people here, still haven't learned how to see. The room stayed dead silent. Then, slowly, the judge at the center stood up. He extended a hand, not to Mrs. Phelps, but to Kaleb. Mr. Owens, would you honor us by joining next year's tech advisory panel? Mrs. Phelps said nothing. Kaleb nodded once, then turned to leave. But before walking out, he placed his mother's folded equation on the podium and said, this helped me win. But I didn't win to prove you wrong. I won so no other kid feels invisible again. Kaleb Owens didn't need to raise his voice to be heard, his quiet strength rewrote the rules of respect. What started as a public humiliation became a public revelation, reminding everyone that brilliance often wears worn shoes and carries silence like a sword. Let this story echo beyond the screen. If Kaleb moved you, share this moment. Comment below with the last time someone underestimated you, and subscribe for more stories that reveal the power of truth. Sometimes, dignity doesn't shout, it stands.